Thank you very much for joining us here today, Mr. Eric Muli, CEO of Oddysey Capital, which is the parent company for Lipa Later. And today we're here to talk about Lipa Later. So just to start us off, give us a brief background of your organization. What is it exactly that you do?
Brief summary of what Lipa Later does is that we're a financial partner and we allow people to purchase items in monthly installments. We work currently with over about 500 or so retailers across East Africa, and our biggest vision and mission is to allow people to shop in an affordable and easy way.
Mr. Muli, that's a concept that's not very common in this part of the region. In fact, we don't have too many people doing it. What would you have to say about the uptake and basically just people accommodating the niche of your business?
In fact, actually, we were the first to market in the region, and the uptake has been phenomenal. So we see a lot of people, a lot of consumers beginning to adopt and understand what this product actually is. You know, when we look at a comparison to the market, it's mainly a credit card. Yeah, but you know that like a lot of African and East African consumers don't have much access to the credit card due to credit scoring, you know, due to the difficulties, you know, involved in getting credit, right? But we've seen a great uptake from both retailers, you know, retailers who are seeing their sales going up by over 30%, and consumers whose standards of living are significantly improving, right? So the uptake has been great, and we look forward. We're excited to see what else, how far we can go.
If you talk about like the kind of uptake and how you've been accommodated in the market, however, with the COVID-19 pandemic, it's almost impossible to talk about the impact that it's had on operations and just generally how things are being done in certain enterprises. My question is, what sort of impact has the pandemic had on your business, if any, and how have you managed to weather that?
I mean, yes, for sure. The pandemic has hit us the same way it has hit every other part of the world, you know. And for us, it came as a very big shock as a business, and we had to adjust immediately. Some of the things that we've definitely seen happening almost immediately was, you know, the need for, you know, basically enhanced online shopping experiences. You know, that's one of the biggest things that we've seen. A lot of our customers have also begun to spend a lot more, you know, call it resources and money on things that matter in their homes. You know, we've also seen reduction in spending on things that maybe quote unquote may not matter, right? That's also those are some of the trends that we've seen, at least internally. We've also seen on our end, you know, we had to really tighten the ropes on some of the credit, call it characteristics of people that we're giving credit to. We also had to give people some leg room, you know, in terms of how they're making their payments and so on. That was important also because we also wanted to support our customers through tough times, you know, so we don't want to put too much pressure on people, and our goal is to support people through, you know, the life journey, right? But it's been definitely, you know, unprecedented times, right? But I'm glad that, you know, we've been able to adapt and adjust accordingly.
What key lessons would you say you've drawn from this pandemic that you must carry with you post-COVID, and how has that affected, again, how you're going to operate in future, just in case of any eventualities that that are unforeseen? What key lessons have you picked from this, and how is that going to support your business going forward?
I think one of the biggest, like, fundamental ones as a business person is do more with less, right? And I think that we have been able to see that throughout this period, that you can actually achieve what you had intended to achieve, and probably even more with less. Yeah, because we've been very tight on, you know, budgets, on cash flows, and not overspending, and just keeping things very tight and lean. And we've achieved even more than we had before COVID. So the biggest thing is do more with less, that I've seen, and of course, like, always prepare for, you know, always have a contingency plan, because, you know, one week we were operating business as usual, and then the next week life was completely different. So always having a contingency plan was something that I've learned, and I think will stay with us for the rest of our lives.
Eric, we know that at the center of every business is the client and is also the staff. And we also know that this is a subset that was obviously affected within this pandemic. So as a business, what measures, what initiatives have you put in place to cushion both the customer and the staff?
So for the customer, we, you know, and there's no customer without staff, right, as well. There's no team without people, and there's no business without people. So But we started with the customers, and for us, the first thing was for us to just allow our customers to get services from their homes. That was our biggest, first fundamental task that we looked to achieve. So we cut all delivery charges because our different partners have different delivery charges. So to make it easier for our customers, we cut all delivery charges and allowed people to get items delivered straight to their homes at no cost. We also moved towards pushing people online, right? So a lot of customers would have to go into the different stores and get items and so on. We pushed things online. That was a very fundamental thing we did. At the very beginning of the pandemic, when nobody knew what was really happening, we asked all our staff members to begin to work from home. That was the very beginning. As we began to realize what was happening, and we began allowing essential staff workers to come back. We obviously had to create a lot more space in the office. We completely overhauled our office as well to allow for more space, and slowly began to allow people to come back. So the first thing was our essential workers, like for us, essential workers mean like call center and so on and things like that. And we also, what we did is, because of how tough the economy was, we also provided free transport to people earning below a certain threshold, right, to the team. And then as things began to stabilize, we now allowed more and more people to come back in a very controlled manner. And now I can say that by today we're almost operating at full capacity as a team. So it has been a gradual transition.
So now that things are starting to go back to normal, we're seeing a lot of business look back to like fully getting back onto their feet, fully recuperating. What's in store at Lipa Later? What should the customer look forward to? Where are you looking in terms of innovation? What should we expect going forward now that we're almost getting back to like just that normal trajectory of things?
For sure. We've spent the last couple of months like bettering our customer experience. We've spent a lot of time building our technical products. We had the time to do that. And we have like some great products that we're pushing out into the market. Firstly, we're relaunching our mobile applications, our iOS and Android applications, to make a seamless shopping experience. It's not just getting credit and buying now and paying later. It's also shopping. So we're doing a lot to enhance that experience through our mobile apps. We're soon, in the next couple of days, going to launch our marketplace to allow people to shop using Lipa Later and other options from over 500 or so partners. We're pushing that out into the market. We're also diversifying our product offering in terms of the retailers we work with. We've typically been mainly working with electronics and furniture. We're now working with motor vehicle dealers. We're looking to get into lifestyle, and home and lifestyle is what we're calling it. So there's a lot more categories we're allowing people to also shop from. So before you could only just get like your phone and TV. Now you can get your phone, your TV, and your wedding dress as well. Yeah, so that's some of the things we're looking at internally, and also launching in new markets. So in about 2 weeks, we're relaunching in Rwanda actually. We're launching in Uganda in about a month, and we're launching in Nigeria in December. So we have a full year ahead of us, full quarter rather, but a lot of things to accomplish. And I think we're excited.
At Metropol, September is all about the customer. So I would like to hear about your relationship with us. Has it offered you any value? How is it just working with Metropol?
Metropol has been a great partner to us from the very beginning. Before we had anything here at Lipa Later, Metropol was our partner. And we're extremely thankful for that from the very beginning. Metropol is a critical part of our credit scoring, right? So as much as we allow people to shop and pay later, at the heart of that is our credit scoring, and at the heart of our credit scoring is our partnership with Metropol that enables us to score people well. Yeah, so it's been great with that. We have a deep technical integration with Metropol, right, and a great working relationship. So I think it's at the root of the success that we give to our customers.
Any final words about the business?
I'm glad that